The Pioneer postgame, where the Pioneers for a second consecutive year open up with a win against the St. Augustine's Falcons. We're joined by Pioneer coach Jerry Odom, who's Pioneer. I got off to an electric start. You had to be proud to see what your team did, and you get an offensive score, a chunk play, if you will, and then a special team score.
Yeah, happy for Eddie. He's a freshman, but he's electric back there. We really like him, and well blocked by the guys, and the effort was good. And I think for the most part, the first half we had kind of a little lull there. We started off, and then we felt like we had a little lull, but then we got some turnovers and kind of got it back going. And 28-6, that third down where they got the touchdown, we were out of position a little bit on a little jet sweep. But for the most part, with 3 or 4 offensive linemen out, I thought we did a pretty good job with that group, and I thought in the second half what I did like, we went and talked about some things, and we were much more efficient on offense in the second half, even our youngsters.
Yeah, let's focus a little bit more on that offensive line, because I felt like that would be the key to give Simmons the time, and also to open up some running lanes. You're very balanced with what you want to do offensively, with what Coach Dickey wants to do.
Yeah.
How impressed were you with what your offensive line was able to do?
No, I think they did a great job like I said, for the guys we had. I mean, we had 3 guys that are possible starters out of the game, and so we were playing a lot of young guys. We even had we moved Dex inside from tight end to guard and played the whole second half at 240 pounds. But he's a gamer. Like I love him, and we played a true freshman in there. We started a true freshman, and I think he's going to be a really good player. So I think we came out injury-wise pretty unscathed, which is great. And we'll have a tough one. We play Chowan next, and they beat us here last year, and they're a good football team, and we will enjoy this one tonight, and we're going to watch the film tomorrow, and then we'll start getting ready for the Chowan Birds or Falcons or Hawks or something. Yeah, the Hawks. There you go. Sorry, I'm getting off camera. The Hawks. I apologize.
It was a week in which I came and chatted with you, and you talked about when you get punched with adversity, how do we respond? You throw the pick, they score the touchdown. How do you feel your team responded?
Yeah, I think pretty good. I think, like I said, we got hit in the face a little bit with the, probably a little bit of a bad decision by Trey. He tried to force that one a little bit, but then we had a chance to get off the field. That's what's frustrating. We got to put the fire out better. I didn't make a great call, but we didn't execute the call I made either. So at the same time, we've got to be able to get off the field on that 3rd down and 10, not give up a touchdown. We missed a tackle. And, so the good thing when you're going on first game, obviously it looks great because we scored a lot of points and all this other stuff, but man, there's going to be a lot of coaching tomorrow, and that's really what you're looking for is how to get better, how to get more efficient, how to execute better. And I've said that all week. If we execute, we're going to be pretty good. If we don't execute, we won't be pretty good. And that's the story of any football team. And this team's got enough weapons that if we execute and we put the ball in the right guy's hands, we're going to be fine.
And then what turned it around, the back end we knew was really special. They did get the picks. That's what's going to look really good.
Yeah, John can call it.
But it was, indeed, John did make that one. But it was really the guys up front that made that happen with the pressure of the quarterback. I felt like that would be a concern. I knew Day would be fine, but who was going to emerge? And I felt like Dolce really emerged today somewhat. Ernest Johnson really emerged today. But it was that pressure that you guys got on the quarterback to force those turnovers.
Coach, we're going to be fine on defense. If I was worried about it, I would be. I'm a pretty open and straightforward dude. We're going to be fine on defense. And we're young a little bit up front, but we're very, very talented. And getting Ryan as our nickel, and then has been a blessing. He's a hard worker, and I think he's going to do really good things. He's only been in the system basically 4 or 5 weeks, so he's still learning and getting better. But he's a physical guy that can cover, and then to go along, like we're too deep. Our too deep is played probably. I don't know. They probably all started 10 games apiece, so almost, or in that back end. So that part's really nice to have guys that you can just sub in, and there's not a big drop off.
Couldn't have asked for anything more at an opening season win, and I like the play of Parham, and I like Kamani Brown, but I think Trey Simmons' poise after the mistake, he delivered some dimes.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. I mean, we dropped one, it hit us right in the hands too, but we were looking right in the sun. This is, we don't play too many 6 o'clock games, but that sun is like, you almost have to try to schematically put yourself in a position where you're not looking into the sun, where the receiver's looking back. But we had a couple drops, but our receivers are talented. I'm not worried about those guys, and Trey will get better and better and better. But it was good to see those other quarterbacks get in there and do some things too. And So it was a good day.
Shawanda's next. It'd be nice to get them. Next week they took on Barton. They fall to Barton today. So you talked about it. You got those days to kind of recover and do a lot of coaching and preparation and see that most improvement from game 1 to game 2. Yep. But I know your team will be ready next week.
Well, I hope so. We did not play well against them last year, and they beat us fair and square. They played great, and they did not beat. We did not play well on either side of the ball, and so we've got to go play much better if we're gonna have a chance to win. I don't care what the score with Barton is tonight, because Barton's a good football team.
Congratulations, good stuff.
Thank you, man.
He's Pioneer coach Jerry Odom. The Pioneers knock off the St. Augustine's Falcons. Final score 70-13. Back with more of our Pioneer postgame after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.